This segment is brought to you by A.J. Doman Chevrolet. We say yes when others say no.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it very, very much. And anytime we want to get some updates from over in Morgan City, the best way to do that, Morgan City Police Department with Lieutenant Ricky Hartley. Ricky, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, we appreciate it. So we know we got a little pressing news here. Let's talk a little bit about the recent arrest of Catherine Ramirez Alvarado.
Okay, so on May 19th, we received a call from the St. Mary Parish School Board administrators asking to speak with one of our detectives over here concerning a complaint that they received. They had their meetings, and it was found that there was possible allegations of one of their teachers having had inappropriate relations with a former student. The student at this time no longer goes to the school. We initiated launched an investigation at that time. I believe the administration had put the school administration had put the teacher, Miss Alvarez, Miss Catherine Alvarado,
Right.
on administrative leave. She did later quit while the investigation was conducted. It was discovered, some evidence was discovered during the investigation that pointed towards them having a relationship back while the student was attending school. So with search warrants being done on electronic items and things like that, it was discovered that there was an inappropriate relationship between the two. On yesterday, we secured arrest warrants for the teacher, Miss Alvarado, located her at her residence and then placed her under arrest. She was subsequently transported to the police department, where she was booked and awaited judicial proceedings.
Yeah, and again, sometimes people have a tendency of glamorizing these kinds of situations, but quite frankly, it's against the law. You cannot have an inappropriate relationship with a minor if, in fact, you are of major age. Doesn't matter who you are, what your situation is, but especially when you're an educator, kind of entrusting our kids to the care of those teachers.
Yes, you're correct. You have the trust of these children, and what we're hoping that this is an isolated incident with this teacher, and of course the investigation is ongoing. And we ask the public if they have any information regarding any complaints or anything regarding a situation like this, to please contact the Morgan City Police Detectives Division.
Right, and just because this may not be an isolated incident, but it might be, right? And so we're always wanting to make sure. Right. We want to make sure that we're looking after the mental health of young people when, again, they're entrusted to the care. Now let's talk about something really good. You guys have a wonderful experience over at the lake, over at Lake End Park, called Lake Jam on 4th of July. Let's talk a little bit about the event itself first before we get into all the things we need to do.
Yes. So so the city puts on the Lake Jam, and I believe this is maybe the third year doing so. It's a pretty big event for that one day. Bands, different type of food vendors, of course, beer, margaritas, and things like that. Also a boat parade. There's an area set aside for the kids to have fun with, I believe, inflatables and things like that. So we hope the public can make it out there and enjoy the day out there with us.
Yeah, I love it as well. Dwayne, put it back up if you don't mind. Kind of want to let people know that when it's going to take place. Of course, it's on 4th of July, the Friday itself, which falls. The 4th of July is on a Friday, again, at Lake End Park from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Live music from 3 to 9. Swampland Revival 3 to 6. Kings of Neon from 6 to 9. And then again, we have the fireworks at 9 o'clock. And quite frankly, we often need to rely on our law enforcement because we're going to have some contraflow. Let's talk a little bit about the contraflow after the fireworks, Lieutenant.
So, since this area is a unique area, there's really one way in and one way out through this area, through LA 70. This event does draw a lot of people, and we're grateful that they do. However, the traffic is a different animal, as you would know.
Right.
We're going to start with contraflow. We're going to be shutting down traffic at 8:45, just prior to the fireworks show, which starts promptly at 9 p.m.
Right.
So traffic is going to be shut down, both lanes on LA 70, beginning at Victor 2 and LA 70, and also the Lake End Parkway, which most people around here remembers as the old judges stand.
Right.
We're going to have the fireworks at 9, and once the fireworks show is concluded, we're going to start doing shuffling everyone out. Now, at the Lake End Parkway, the old judges stand, we're going to allow vehicles to both go east and west on LA 70. That's one way goes to Morgan City, the other way goes towards Stevensville. However, once they pass that area, LA 70 is going to turn into essentially a one-way road for 2 lanes of traffic.
Right.
Let's just call it the right and left lane. The right and left lane will continue to the front of Lake End Park area, where there is another entry and exit area. We're going to direct all traffic out of Lake End Park going into the city. So side by side.
Fifth Street, Veterans Boulevard, and David Drive will be closed then. And so just wanted to let people know. And if they want more information, they can reach out to the police department. Ricky, we appreciate your time so very much.
Thank you for helping us get this out there. Appreciate it.
Glad to do it. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on Bayou Time.
This segment was brought to you by A.J. Doman Chevrolet. We say yes when others say no.